Few more questions of 6.5. Come to question number 7. Open your books. It's saying that prove that the sum of the square of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the square of its diagonals. Okay, so suppose this is your rhombus. We have taken, let ABCD be a rhombus with the diagonals AC and BD which are intersecting at O. Okay, so here you have that in the figure. Okay, children, here now you see this is your rhombus. In rhombus all four sides are equal. That has nothing to do in this question. Okay, that's not of importance here. So okay, this O is missing. Please kindly write this as O, intersection point. I've written it here. Okay, then you have to prove that sum of the square of sides. So that means the sides are AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square. You better write this. After this, write one more line. To prove that AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square is equal to AC square plus BD square. Okay, उसने वर्ड्स में लिख के दिया क्वेश्चन ने आपको, सम ऑफ द स्क्वायर्स ऑफ द साइड्स इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ द स्क्वायर्स ऑफ द डायगोनल्स. तो आप उसका स्टेटमेंट पहले लिख लो. ऑलराइट, आफ्टर दैट नाउ फॉर द वर्किंग. Now because it was a rhombus, we know this property of a rhombus, that diagonals of a rhombus bisect at right angles. Okay, so keeping that in mind, these four triangles out here that are being formed are right angled triangles, and these right angle is here. So all the sides of the rhombus are acting as hypotenuse for these right angled triangles. Okay, so in four triangles you can form four equations using Pythagoras theorem. So like it has been said here, in triangle AOB, BOC, COD and AOD. In these four triangles, by Pythagoras theorem, we can say in the first triangle, AB square is equal to AO square plus BO square. Likewise, BC square is equal to BO square plus CO square. So all four equations you can form like this using Pythagoras theorem. Now, adding all these equations, because हमारे left hand side में we had to add, consider the square of the sides. Okay, so adding these equations, you get AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square is equal to, now from here what do you see? You have AO square here, AO square here, BO, BO, CO, CO, DO, DO. So you're getting each AO, BO, CO, DO 2 times. Okay, so if you're adding the right hand side, it becomes 2 times AO square plus BO square plus CO square plus OD square. 2 can be taken common from here, right? Okay. Now further, but हमको ये segments की बात नहीं करनी थी. प्रूफ में तो हमें पूरा diagonal दिखाना था. Okay, and diagonals of rhombus bisect each other, that also we know. So AO, BO will be equal to, not BO, AO and CO will be equal to half of AC. BO and DO will be equal to half of BD, right? Because the diagonals bisect each other. So in the next step, what are we doing? In place of AO, we've written half of AC. Likewise, in place of OC, also we will write half of AC. In place of OB, we can write half of BD. In place of OD, we can write half of BD again. Clear that step? Okay. Now, again you see AC here, AC here, BD here, BD here. So they can be added. If you open the squares, it will become actually AC square upon 4, BD square upon 4. 2 का भी square करोगे ना? AC square upon 4, BD square upon 4. Then AC square upon 4 plus AC square upon 4. You have same. So we can write that 2 times. We have 2 times AC. This sign is for power, children. Okay. So that is AC square. So AC square and BD square both are coming 2 times. Can you see that? 2 times this, 2 times this. Okay, and the denominator, if you open the square, it becomes 4. So सबका denominator 4 common है, so that's why I've written it as common 4. Then this was already 2 times, यहाँ पहले ही 2 आ गया था, and यहाँ से भी 2 आ जाएगा, 2 to 4 times जाएगा. So that 4 times will cancel out this 4. So you will be left with only AC square plus BD square. Okay, if you follow this, well and good. If you follow this, well and good. Here also they've cut it short out here bit. AC square and AC square added 2 times. So this denominator becomes 4. So 2 का उसने half cancel कर दिया. 2 upon 4 has been written as 1 upon 2. So anyhow, you can understand next step, you'll get that 2 common denominator cancelling this 2, and you end up getting only AC square plus BD square. Squares or sum of the square of the diagonals. AC and BD were your diagonals. Okay, so hence proved. Okay, next one. Eighth one, the figure is given to you. In this given figure, O is the point in the interior of the triangle, and then there were certain perpendiculars shown to you. OD, OE, OF are all perpendiculars on the sides. Then you had to prove certain results. Okay, so again, square जहाँ भी आएगा तो कहीं ना कहीं it strikes square we get in Pythagoras theorem. So whenever you get proof of squares, then you should think of finding right angle triangles, because in right angle triangles you can apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so for that you'll have to do a construction here. You'll have to join this O to the vertices A, B and C, and if you're doing that, then you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right angle triangles where you can apply Pythagoras theorem. So that is what has been done. This point you have to remember here. You will join OA, OB, OC. That will end up giving you right angle triangles, and if you get right angle triangles, you can apply Pythagoras theorem. So now applying Pythagoras theorem 2. अब आपको प्रूफ में जो लाना है आप उसके अकॉर्डिंग अपना ट्राइंगल चूज कर सकते हो एंड उसके अकॉर्डिंग उसमें पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगा सकते हो. ओके, सो इन दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन वी वांटेड AOOBOC. ओके, AOOBOC तो इस ट्राइंगल में भी आएगा, इसमें भी आएगा. उसके अलावा आप देखो व्हाट एल्स वी नीड टू प्रूव इज वी वांट OD, OE, OF. So we will choose the triangles in which we get these very sides. So that is why they have chosen triangle AOF. AOF, because that will give you OF, which was required in the proof, and also then AE, which is also required in the proof. Okay, sorry, AF. So accordingly you'll have to see which triangles you have to choose. So in triangle AOF we will get AO square. This would be right angle. This is given to you as right angle. So this would be the hypotenuse, right? So hypotenuse square, AO square is equal to OF square plus AF square. You get that? Okay. Likewise in the other triangle BOD now. BOD. You'll get BO as your hypotenuse square is equal to OD square plus BD square. Then the third triangle AOC. Third triangle would be COE. COE. So COE, yes, you'll get CO square is equal to OE square plus EC square, right? And now, if you add these three equations, you get your what is required on your left hand side. AO square plus OB square plus OC square. And from this side, now if you observe in your proof, we wanted these factors to be with the negative sign. So you will take them to the left hand side. Okay. In the proof, we wanted it as AO square plus OB square plus OC square and minus OD. So if you take this OD to the other side, it becomes minus. Okay. Then you wanted minus OE. So this OE coming here becomes negative. Then you wanted minus of OF. So there was OF here, also changing the side becomes negative, and the leftover ones are what we wanted on the right hand side. Automatically your proof will come. Okay, what you just have to see is in the figure, where am I getting my right angle triangles where I can apply Pythagoras theorem? Then keep in mind what you have to prove. So it's a simple proof. Okay, now in the second part of the question, they had said now to show that your AF, which was the right hand side of your first proof, AF square plus BD square plus EC square, you had to show is equal to AE square plus CD square plus BF square. Okay, so now just change the way of writing it. This expression is what we had to get in second part of the proof. So they have written this on the left hand side now, and these have been rearranged. Okay, now if you with OA square, if you take OE square, rearrange. Okay, so from the figure now, if you see, okay, so we have taken with AO square, we are taking minus of OE square. So what are we left with? The third side, AE. So in the next step, this can be replaced by AE square. Is it clear? Okay, here will be replaced by AE square. Then next with OC, if you adjust OD, minus of OD. So where was OC in the figure? Here. OC square minus OD square would be giving you the third side of the triangle, that is your CD or DC. CD. In the proof it was written as CD, write it as CD only. CD square. Likewise, third side with BO, if we are taking OF, BO, if you take OF, then you get BF square. And this is what we wanted to prove. Okay. So this is also your Pythagoras theorem. Uska changed form hai. Okay. Its hypotenuse is equal to base square plus altitude square. If you take either base that side or altitude that side, so minus aa jata hai. That is it. Okay. Just observe your triangles and go through all the steps. It's a simple proof. You'll get that. Okay, 9th question and 10th are similar. So I have left 9th one for you people to try on your own. 10th one, I have made the figure and exactly the same as your 9th one also, children, that you will try yourself. Okay. So in the 10th question, what has been said? There is a wire attached to a vertical pole. This would be a vertical pole. This would be a wire. Vertical pole of height 18 meters and the wire is 24 meters in length. And this has no slack stake, means it would be taut, tight enough, okay, attached to other end. How far from the base of the pole, this is the base of the pole, how far from the base of the pole should it be taken so that it is quite taut, means straight, there should be no loops out here. Okay, so how should we, or that means in fact we want this length. Okay, so read the question carefully and try to understand the figure. Vertical pole's length was given to you as 18 and the wire was 24. How far should you take this wire from the pole so that this becomes straight is your question. So suppose this far you have taken. So you need to find this length now. So naturally the angle between the vertical pole and the ground is always a right angle. So again we have a right angle triangle here in which Pythagoras theorem can be applied, right? Okay, so we would say here that if OB is your pole, AB is the wire, then by Pythagoras theorem, this wire is corresponding to the hypotenuse. So AB square would be equal to OB square plus OA square. OA is what we wanted to find. So AB given to you as 24, OB as 18, AO, you'll take 18 to the other side, 24 square 576 minus 18 square 324 gives you 252, and then if you find its root, it's coming out to be 6 root 7. So we would say it should be at a distance of 6 root 7 meters. Okay, so that is again a simple question. Okay, now the 11th one is saying that there is an aeroplane which leaves an airport and flies due north at the speed of 1000 km per hour. Another one flying from the airport due west with the speed of 12,000 kilometers per hour. Okay, speed is given to you of two planes and the direction of motion is given to you. How far apart will the two planes be after 1.5 hours? That is a question. So you need to understand the figure first here. Okay, keep this as it is from here. Okay, children, so here this is your figure. One aeroplane flying north, another one flying west. You have this idea of direction: north, south, west, east. Okay, now the angle between north and west is always a right angle. They are at right angles. Okay, so suppose we would say after 1.5, suppose the first plane has reached point A, second plane has reached point B, then the distance between the two planes is naturally AB. So आपको AB निकालना है, तो पहले आपको ये distance पता होना चाहिए कि where has plane 1 reached after 1.5 hour, where has plane B reached after 1.5 hour. So that is what we'll work out here first. Okay, so we know this formula, speed, time and distance, that distance is equal to speed into time, right? So that will be applied here. We were given the speed of the plane as 1000. The time taken in question was 1.5 hour के बाद की बात हमने करनी है. Okay, so 1000 into 1.5 speed into time will give me the distance traveled by the by the plane. Okay, so 1.5, that becomes 2 ones are 2, 3 upon 2. 2 would cancel out 1000, 500. 500 into 3, 5 threes are 1500. So distance traveled by plane flying north is 1500 kilometers. That means this length is 1500. Okay, likewise we'll find the distance traveled by the other plane in 1.5 hour. Uska speed was 1200 into 3 by 2 again, so 2 600. 6 threes are 18. 1800 kilometers has been covered in this direction. So this is 1500, this is 1800. Now we had to actually find this length, which is again the hypotenuse of your right angle triangle. So again we can apply by Pythagoras theorem. We would say that this distance is under root of AO square plus OB square. Okay, so put the values, 1500 square plus 1800 square, work it out. It's coming out as 300 under root 61 kilometers. So the distance between the two planes after this time would be this much. Okay, the next also is easy here. We have two poles which are of height 6 meters and 11 meters and they are standing on the plain ground. Distance between the poles is 12 meters. You have to find the distance between their tops. So these are your two poles here. Okay. Two poles, one is 6 meter, another one was 11 meters. Distance between them is 12 meters. Your question was to find the distance between their height, between their tops. Okay. Now, for that, first what are you going to do is join this, drop a perpendicular out here. Why? Because this gives you a rectangular figure here. Now, this ABDP is a rectangle. Opposite sides of rectangle are equal. So, if this is 6, AB is 6, your PD will also be 6. If your BD was 12, your AP also becomes 12. Okay. 6 here, 6 here, 12 here, 12 here. And this is your right angled triangle. Okay. So if you understand the figure, then rest of the working is clear. Easy. Okay. Now, so they are saying, let CD and AB be the poles of height 11 and 6 meters. Then CP distance would be 11 minus 6. I told you if this is 6, this is also 6. So this leftover distance, the whole length was 11 minus 6 will give you this length, which is 5 meters. So this much becomes 5 meter. From the figure, it can be observed that AP is 12. Opposite sides of rectangle are equal. Applying Pythagoras theorem to this right angle triangle, that is your APC. Hypotenuse AC square is equal to AP square plus CP square. Put the values. AP was 12. PC we have worked out 5. So 12 square plus 5 square will give you AC square, or AC will be under root of 169, which is 13. So the distance between their top, this was the distance between their tops, is 13 meters. Okay. So understand and do these many questions for today, because the rest of the questions, they require a bit more work. So I won't discuss it today. We'll take it in the next turn.